In this video, we will discuss about the Bloom's taxonomy with respect to OBE system. We will discuss about the Bloom's taxonomy and its application. If we said about the origin of the Bloom's taxonomy, we can say that it was developed in 1956 by Benjamin Bloom, revised in 2001 by Anderson and Kerath. What was its purpose? A hierarchical framework used to classify and measure educational learning outcomes into levels of complexity. And in terms of paradigm shift, it moves the focus from what students learn in terms of contents to how they process that contents. So that is, you can say, it's a cognition or expertise. So if we look into the graph of 1956, we can see that there are two changes as compared to the 2001 graph. Like at the level 5th, it was synthesis, and level 6th, it was evaluation in 1956. But if we said about the 2001, then the level 5 was evaluation and level 6 was creation. The cognitive hierarchy or pyramid of the Bloom's taxonomy level 1, so that is the cognitive. So the first one is, you can say, is the level 1 in the cognitive hierarchy is the remember, so which you can say is describe, relate, tell, find. Level 2 or C2 is understand, which is outline, explain, predict. Level 3 is apply, which is illustrate, complete, solve. Level 4 is analyze, which is compare, explain, categorize. Level 5 is evaluate, which is prioritize, rate, justify. Level 6, that is C6, which is imagine, design and plan. So the higher three levels like C3 to C6, it is known as higher orders thinking skill, and the lower three levels C1 to C3, it is lower order thinking skills. What is the importance of higher order thinking skill? Using Bloom's taxonomy, curriculum design seeks to progress students from foundational knowledge, so that is known as lower order thinking skills, to higher order thinking skills, that is HOTS. HOTS require learner to go beyond rote memorization and simple application. These skills involve critical and creative judgment, demanding the restructuring of knowledge. This progression equips them with the critical and adaptive skills required for complex problem solving. Fostering higher order thinking skills, analyzing, evaluating and creating is crucial in modern education. These skills help learners apply knowledge creatively and critically in novel situations. Move beyond rote memorization to deep, meaningful understanding. Become independent, adaptive learners capable of problem solving and innovation. Higher order thinking is essential in the 21st century, preparing students to face complex challenges, think critically, and continuously innovate in rapid changing environments. Knowledge dimensions. While the cognitive domain describes how learners use and process knowledge, the knowledge dimension classifies the type of knowledge students engage with. The first is the factual knowledge, knowledge of basic elements, terminology and details essential to our discipline, that is historical dates, mathematical symbols, scientific terms. The second is the conceptual knowledge, understanding a relationship among concepts, principles and theories, that is grasping the principles behind economic theories like supply and demands. Third is the procedural knowledge, knowing how to perform tasks and processes, that is conducting laboratory experiments or following a mathematical algorithm. Fourth is the metacognitive knowledge, awareness and understanding of one's own thoughts processes, that is reflecting on study habits, to improve personal learning strategy. By considering all four types of knowledge, teachers can ensure that students develop a well-rounded understanding of the subject matter. They can move beyond simply memorizing the facts to developing deep conceptual understanding and the ability to apply knowledge in practical situations. Understanding metacognitive knowledge helps teachers guide students in developing self-awareness of their own learning processes. This is essential for fostering higher order thinking skills and promoting lifelong learning. Three developmental skills, that is thoughts, emotional, physical. Encouraging students to think and solve problems methodically. Activities in the classroom leading to experimental learning. And the third one is leading students to more interactions with peers as well as self-confidence. You can say the first one is the cognitive skills if you want all these three development skills. And the cognitive skill means intellectual skills, that is critical thinking, problem solving and creating a knowledge base. The second one is psychomotor skills, physical activities, or you can say coordination and motor skill. Third one is affective skills, or you can say is the emotional growth, that is interpersonal development, or you can say feelings, values, appreciation, motivation and attitude. So let's discuss the first level, so which is the cognitive domain. The first level of the cognitive domain is knowledge, or you can say remember, and the action verb of this level is define, duplicate, list, recall, memorize, repeat, state. The second level is comprehension, or you can say understanding, and the action verbs are discuss, describe, explain, interpret, paraphrase, summarize. Third level C3 is application or apply, and the action verbs execute, calculate, model, choose, demonstrate, solve, compute, use. Fourth level is analysis or analyze, and the action verbs are compare, organize, differentiate, infer, criticize, conclude, examine. Fifth level is evaluation, or you can say evaluate, and the action verbs are appraise, judge, critic, verify, test, defend, argue, defend, sports. And the sixth level is the synthesis or create, and the action verbs are design, formulate, plan, generate, produce, develop, investigate, assemble. Although these are the few action verbs that are most commonly used, but there is a long list available. If you want, we can provide that list as well. Recalling of cognitive domain. So if you said it's cognitive, remembering, so what does that mean? Recalling facts and basic concepts. And we have already defined the action verbs, and the examples are naming chemical elements in the periodic table. The second is the understanding, or you can say explaining ideas and concepts. Action verbs have been defined, and the example is summarizing the main ideas of a historical text. Third one is applying, or you can say using information practically in new stations. And similarly, the action verbs are defined in previous slides, and example is solving math problems using learned formulas. The fourth one is analyzing, or you can say breaking information into components to explore relationships. And the example is comparing themes in different literary texts. Fifth one is evaluating, or judging the value of information or ideas based on criteria. For example, critically assessing the validity of a research study. Sixth one is creating, or producing new or original work. For example, designing an original science experiment. Cognitive domain level 1 is remember. Remember means knowledge, remembering, and these are the few list of action verbs. And what the level attributes are, you can say the first one is learner can recognize and recall relevant knowledge from long-term memory. Rote memorization, recognition or recall of facts. Example of learning objective: by the end of this lesson The students will be able to recite Newton's three laws of motion or the possible activities. You can do recitations, flashcards, internet searches, make a bullet list, worksheets, bookmarking, label the diagram. The level 2 is understand, comprehension or understanding. The list of action verb is given here and what are the level attributes of this level. Learner can express and construct meaning from oral, written and graphic message. Understanding what the facts mean. Explain concepts and ideas. And the learning objective, by the end of this lesson the student will be able to describe. Now you can see the student will be able to describe, not to define, Newton's three laws of motion in his her own words. The possible activities could be summary, essay, commenting, tagging, illustration, report of an event. Level 3 is apply, application, applying. Similarly, the list of action verb is given. Level attributes are as well. Use information in a new way. Apply physical problem into mathematical model or formulation. Use knowledge in a new solution. And what are the learning objectives? By the end of this lesson, the student will be able to calculate kinetic energy of a projectile. And what the possible activities? Experiments, presentations, Boolean searches, simulation, interview. Level 4 is analyze, analysis or analyzing. And the level attribute is learner can distinguish between parts, how they relate to each other and to overall structure and purpose. And what are the learning objective? By the end of this lesson, the student will be able to differentiate between potential and kinetic energy. Now you see the differentiation. Possible activities: design a questionnaire to gather information, make a flow chart to show the critical stages, construct a graph to illustrate selected information. Level 5 is evaluation or evaluating, and the level attributes are learner can make judgment and justified decision, judging the value or worth of information or ideas. And what are the objectives? By the end of this lesson, the students will be able to determine whether using conservation of energy or conservation of momentum would be more appropriate for solving a dynamic problems. Possible activities: lead a panel discussion, write an editorial, write a report, prepare a list of criteria to judge, prepare a case to defend your arguments. Level 6, creation, synthesis, creating. And what are its level attributes? Learner can put elements together to form a functional whole, create a new product or point of view. And what are its objective? What are the learning objective? By the end of this lesson, the student will be able to design an original homework problem dealing with the principle of conservation of energy. And the possible activities that student can do: invent a machine to do a specific task, create a new product, design a record book or magazine cover for anything, make a new language code. The second domain is the psychomotor domain, which is represented by P. The first level is perception, and these are the action verb list. The second list is set, and these are the few action verb list. The third one is guided response with the few action verb list. Fourth one is mechanism with the few action verb list. Fifth one is complex overt response with few action verb list. The sixth one is adaptation with few action verb list. And the seventh one is origination with the few action verb list. Although there is a long list of action verb also available. This is the psychomotor domain with Simpsons, which has 7 levels. Like the level 1 is the perception, like using sensory cues to guide motor activity. For example, catching a ball based on visual cue. The second level is set, readiness and willingness to perform. For example, showing interest in learning new sports. Level 3 is guided response, means initial stages of learning through imitation and trial and error. For example, practicing basic dance movements. Fourth level is mechanism. For example, developing habitual movements and skills performed with confidence, that is, executing routine gymnastic skills. Level 5 means skilled, efficient, and automatic execution of complex tasks. For example, consistently performing precise athletic techniques. Level 6 means adjusting more motor skills effectively in a response to different conditions. For example, modifying dance routines to match new music. Level 7 is the origination, means creating novel and original motor skills. For example, inventing a unique style of artistic performance. So this is a few action verb list for each level, like from level 1 to level 7. It is also available separately if you are interested. The third domain is the affective domain, which is represented by A. The first level of affective domain is receiving, and the list of few action verb is given. Second level is responding with the appropriately action verb list. The third one is the valuing with the appropriate action verb list. Fourth one is organizing with the appropriate action verb list, and the fifth one is characterization, similarly with few action verb list. So the affective domain describes how we deal with emotions, feelings, and values. It covers attitude, appreciation, and motivation, ranging from simple awareness to complex character development. It focuses on emotional growth of a learner. So receiving means awareness and willingness to hear new ideas. Responding means active participation and engagement. Valuing means internalizing values and recognizing their significance. Organizing means integrating new values within one's existing value system. And the 5 is characterizing, means consistently embodying internalized values in everyday behavior. What is the ABCD model of learning outcomes? The ABCD model is an institutional design framework used to write clear, observable, and measurable learning objectives. It breaks objective into 4 components. The first one is audience, means learner for whom the objective is written. The second one is behavior, a verb that describes what the audience will be able to do, that is, describe, explain, locate, synthesize, argue, communicate. The third is the condition, that is, the circumstances under which the audience will perform the behavior. And the fourth and last one is degree, the acceptable performance of the behavior, that is, how well the learner performs the behavior. ABCD model of learning outcomes. Poor, you can say the student should be able to design research. Better, student should be able to independently design and carry out experimental and correlational research. Best means student should be able to independently design and carry out experimental and correlational research that yields valid results. Course learning outcomes, like usually we define course learning outcomes for each subject, so that is known as CLO. Course learning outcomes are the SMART statement that clearly indicates what learner or students are able to do as a result of learning. SMART means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time bound. It has a different word like A, audience, that we have seen in the ABCD model. A is audience, learner, students. B is behavior, demonstration of knowledge, skill, and values using action verb of Bloom's taxonomy. C is the condition, criteria under which action takes place, physical and temporal feature of the outcome. D is the degree, level of competence or attainment, time, accuracy, proportion, quality. Students are able to, for example, we have a sentence, students are able to identify the noun and verb in a given standard sentence without error. So this is maybe a statement, and then how can we divide it? A, audience is our students. B is behavior, mean identify the noun and verb. C is the condition given standard sentence, and D is the degree, which is without error. We have some guidelines for CLO writing and mapping. One action verb to be used for a CLO. Action verb should reflect its true taxonomy level. Statement of CLO must be addressing the essence of the mapped PLO. Statement of CLO should be concise in words but broader in scope. Statement of CLO should reflect upon its assessment methodology. CLO must address the course objective. Number of CLOs should be as minimal as possible and be in the range of 2 to 4 such that number of assessments are manageable. An example of a course, and we have a CLO, TL and PLO, WK. Course objective, here you can write the course objective like to obtain dash 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 for any course. Here is the serial number, here is the CLOs, taxonomy level, what PLOs and what is the knowledge profile. Here you can write at the end of the course, the students will be able to CLO1, calculate, apply. So these are the action verbs, and then here you can write according to your course. And what is the taxonomy level? From the action verb we can say it's a C3, and similarly from the action level we can say it's related to PLO2. Similarly the knowledge profile 3. CLO2 we can write analyze, illustrate. So these are the action verb, and the taxonomy level which corresponds to these action verbs is C4 and PLO is 3. Similarly the knowledge profile is 5. CLO3 evaluate. From the action verb we can say C5 is the taxonomy level and PLO4 belongs to that action verb. Similarly the knowledge profile is 8. CLO4 respond belongs to a psychomotor domain and its action verb belongs to the level 3 of psychomotor domain, and you can assign PLO6 belongs to this action verb, and similarly the knowledge profile 7. CLO5 report, demonstrate. So this belongs to the affective domain, so you can say it belongs to the level 3 of affective domain. And the PLO number 9, program learning outcomes number 9, belongs to that. Similarly the knowledge profile 9 belongs to this action verb. So I hope you understand the taxonomy level very well, its different stages, and how can we apply the different action verb in making the CLO of any course, and how can we map the different taxonomy level PLOs and knowledge profile to those CLOs. But if you still have any questions, you can ask.